Former President Trump responded, he's the worst president in the history of our country. He goes down as the single worst president by far in the history of our country. Oh, he is coping. He's worried. He's panicked. He's panicking hard. You know, his entire campaigning strategy is just dust now. They had it. They were like, he's the perfect person to run against. If there's one Democrat we could easily beat is Joe Biden. And now they got to cast aside all those campaign ads. They got to toss them. They have to toss them. They have to restart. Woo! Everything that the RNC did, even though everything that they did, they tried to on the last second swap to like a unity message. They tried to make it seem like, they weren't attacking Joe Biden. Donald Trump mentioned Joe Biden by name like once or twice and just kept saying this administration. All of that is still hollow. It's still gone. It's Jover for them. It's freaking Jover for them, baby. Anyway, let's check in on Donald Trump, who is definitely not mad right now. Let's see what he had to say. Crooked Joe Biden was not fit to run for president and is certainly not fit to serve and never was. He only attained the position of president by lies, fake news, and not leaving his basement, which is a cell phone, by the way. That is, you're owning yourself. You're saying that a cadaver basically was on a stretcher the entire time and stretched his way into the presidency against you, the powerful being that you are, supposedly. Just a reminder for that. Also, what happened to unity, sir? All those around him, including his doctor and the media, knew that he wasn't capable of being president, and he wasn't. And now, look what he's done to our country with millions of people coming across the border, totally unchecked and unvetted, many from prisons, mental institutions, and record numbers of terrorists. I suspect that if there is any narrative damage that is the most significant to the re-election campaign, to the election campaign now, of Kamala Harris, it was done by Joe Biden at the last minute when he tried to pull this right-wing Donald Trump's own border policy agenda. It's very, very important for the Democrats to just move away from that as quickly and as expediently as possible, because I don't believe that the American population, no matter how reactionary they may get on immigration, are going to like putting their name in association with a guy who keeps saying Mexicans are and they are killing hundreds of thousands of Americans. That's his argument for the upcoming election. That is insane. You are not only hallucinating, but you're actually now hallucinating at a level where it's like objectively untrue. So a couple angles of attack from Republicans immediately, okay? One, they're going to say if Biden, obviously Trump already mentioned this. I've talked about this in the buildup to Biden dropping out. Couple angles of attack are going to be if he can't actually run for president, how the is he supposed to be president, right? And to them, the counter is pretty easy. You just say, look, I think Americans deserve like a younger, more vibrant, more dynamic person. And I did my job. I've been in office for 50 plus years, you know. I've been in office for so long that I think it's like the right thing to do. I think I wanted to give the Americans an opportunity to put a fresh face on this like bold progressive agenda, right? And I feel like there's an effective counter there for that. But that's one thing that they're going to do. They're obviously also going to try and sue at every state to be like, no, you have to put Joe Biden on the ticket, even though he's literally not even the candidate yet. The convention hasn't happened yet. Another avenue of attack is obviously that like Kamala Harris was the vice president and she knew that Biden's mental faculties were not in order, which is why I thought that was another angle of attack, an avenue of attack that is like pretty solid, which is why I thought that the Democrats could not be so open and so bold about Joe Biden's mental faculties diminishing, which is why him staying in the race post that debate or even doing that debate was really, really stupid. But if that debate had not happened, ladies and gentlemen, today I will say this. I want to thank all of the idiots in Biden's orbit, in Biden's close circle, that thought that that debate that happened this early was a good idea, that Biden will be able to demonstrate competence in that debate. Because if it wasn't for them, we would be slow rolling this demented old man into the convention, and I would be still screaming for the rooftops that he's going to get cumstered